I used to be subscribed to the YouTube channel Colin's World, or as I call him, Coping Colin, but about a year ago I unsubscribed, and I'm gonna tell you why in this video. This is the type of person who desperately does not want to get a job in real life. He really wants to make it on YouTube. I mean, just look at his clothing brand. This is some lame looking gay design. I have about over $30,000 in my bank account, and I don't feel like giving Colin a single penny for any of this. Like, this shirt is $32. I've seen better, cheaper looking shirts from Hot Topic. He also stole other people's art and characters in order to promote his clothing brand.
So, as some of you are aware, I created my own clothing brand a couple months ago, where I made things like this, and this. With more stuff on the website if you so choose to visit it. Oh, also, don't mind my hair. I kind of just got out the shower, but I recently made two of these things. First thing I made is a Spider-Man shirt. Now, obviously, you know why I would make this Spider-Man shirt with this specific version of Spider-Man. It's my favorite version of Spider-Man. A whole YouTube channel started off of it, so yeah. And then the next thing I made is this 2B sweatshirt, which is also gonna be just a regular t-shirt. 2B is probably my second favorite female character ever created, and probably my favorite designed female character ever. But you might be thinking, well, Colin, can't you get copyright in trouble for this? And yes, I definitely can.
So not only is he extremely stupid for publicly announcing a crime online, but he's also a confirmed art thief. Like, how financially desperate do you have to be and lazy to the point where you gotta steal someone else's IP in order to make your own clothing design? Like, you couldn't design your own original character. You just had to go out of your way to steal someone else's. One thing I've noticed with a lot of YouTubers is that when you try to make YouTube a living, when you try to make this site, you know, your financial source of income, that's when you lose a lot of soul and passion, because you're not doing videos for the passion. You're doing videos in order to try and make money. For someone like me, there is no financial incentive whatsoever. And that's why I pretty much borderline have no filter when it comes to having opinions. That probably explains why he uses the Insomniac Spider-Man as his own avatar, because he doesn't have the creative power in order to make his own original unique avatar. He had to steal someone else's. Colin is such a show sellout that he even promoted an AI scam while also defending AI in one video.
Say it. AI isn't that bad. Now look, I definitely do see some issues with AI, and I will get into that as we go along. But first I want to really talk about the benefits it can have for people who work in this industry. And I am going to be using gaming as probably my main example here, because that's like the thing I know the most about when it relates to this. Speaking of AI though, this video is sponsored by Polybuzz AI.
The fact that Colin likes to talk shit about other YouTubers while being this much of a fat shill is so hilarious to me. I'm not fully 100% against AI. For example, if you're using AI to make like a meme or something, then that's when I'm okay with it. But if you're using AI to, replace art or, do an animation or change your voice, that's why I find it incredibly lazy and shallow. It also makes me very satisfied to see certain AI channels that rely on AI, just bleeding views and subscriptions, because most people don't want to see a talentless AI slop channel. One time, Colin and this other YouTuber, Cape Shit Lover named SK, they had a little bit of a online Twitter Discord spat. Now, I don't use Twitter or Discord. I think those platforms are for gay wads. And I don't fully know the context of their beef because I'm just not interested in them like that. But what happened is that Colin actually faked being suicidal in order to get attention, and when SK ended up checking up on him, Colin just laughed it off as like a meme or a joke or something, which I gotta say, SK, he might, be a bad cape shit content creator, but at least he doesn't do something as scummy as faking being suicidal. One time, Colin actually messed up his car, and his financial troubles were so bad that he ended up asking people on YouTube to donate $7,400 to him. Like, why? Why should I or anyone else help you out with your own personal fuck up? Like, what's next? You want us to pay your rent and bills next? You want us to you might as well ask people to start wiping your ass as well. I have to wonder, how old is Colin? Like, he seems like the type of person who's not even old enough to, drink a beer yet, which will probably explain why he's so retarded. Again, I don't think Colin really has the right to go around trash talking other content creators when he's so scummy and this much of a degenerate online. Like, say what you want about me and my poor camera quality. At least I'll never ever ask you for your money. I don't want your hard-earned money. I don't want to make money off of YouTube. That's very gay and lame. Colin also has very shitty taste when it comes to media. I remember seeing a post where he says that The Last of Us 2 is one of his favorite games ever. Now, I think The Last of Us 2 has fun gunplay and stealth combat, although I've seen better in other games, but the writing is so bad, it makes me question how do people actually like this game.
Hey, Ellie. This place is a synagogue.
How can you tell?
Uh, One, there are menorah decorations on the wall. It's a Jewish thing.
Now, everybody has bad taste in media, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, for example, I like the channel Dorkly. I know that Dorkly is a bunch of normie video game humor with obvious jokes, but I still like them anyway. The problem is that when you like something that's clearly bad, but you still feel the need to defend it regardless of how bad it is. You see, Colin is one of those Z debunker channels, those channels that quote unquote debunk what other people say when it comes to media. Usually, Colin will result in calling other people's grifters, despite the fact that the definition of grifter doesn't align with having a different opinion on a piece of media like a movie or a video game. Like, criticizing a movie or a video game does not automatically make someone a grifter. He's defended Ghost of Yote, which, as someone who has Ghost of Yote, I gotta say, this is a very generic, boring, empty open world game. Like, the NPCs are forgettable. I've seen better NPCs in Yakuza games and Red Dead Redemption. Ghost of Yote is pretty basic and unoriginal. Like, watch this. This is what I think of Ghost of Yote. Ghost of Yote came out and pretty much everybody forgot about it after 1 month of release. I've seen more memorable games with better storytelling from the 2000s, like Final Fantasy IX. He's defended Joker 2, which is a very boring movie that failed in the box office. He's also defended Supergirl from the mean old Critical Drinker. Oh no, Critical Drinker. He didn't like the multi-billion-dollar funded Supergirl cape shit movie. Oh boo hoo hoo hoo. Like, why is he so defensive for these pieces of media? Like you're simping for a multi-billion-dollar company. And look, I don't like the Critical Drinker, but you're not going to ruin his career, little bro. Especially when you look like this. Am I trying to ruin Coping Colin's career on YouTube? No, personally, I feel like he already did that to himself. Because when you look at his YouTube channel, he has about 98,000 subscribers, which, good for you. But you look at his videos and, oof, I mean, they barely, most of them don't even have like 50K views. When you have a channel with 90,000 subscribers and you get so little views in comparison, you know, that's not really a good sign. It's like Watch Mojo having a bunch of subscribers but barely making any views nowadays. And I would tell Colin to go out there and get a real job like everybody else, but nah, personally, if I was like someone who could hire people to get a job, I wouldn't hire Colin. Not after learning his history of art theft, defending AI art, being a massive hypocrite, being completely immature online, suicide baiting. Like, nah, screw that. You deserve the unemployment line, Colin. In fact, North Korean prisoners who had to dig through mud to eat grass have more value in life to society than Colin ever will. Hell, I was in the army. If I was an army recruiter, I wouldn't want this guy in the military. Nah, screw that. Ew. No, thank you. As of right now, Colin has had his Twitter account suspended, which might be the best for his mental health. He's still e-begging online and, just defending cape shit genre. So, yeah. I feel like, Colin's World is Coping Colin is like a big example of the debunker channel genre dying. You see, back in the 2020s or 2024, 2025, there is this big thing with debunking videos, like debunking this and debunking that. And thanks to people like Colin and Otterly Noah and other Z debunker channels, they've all pretty much ruined the whole Z debunker genre. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. I don't recommend subscribing to this channel. I don't put much effort into my content. I'm not going to ask you for any money at all because I don't want it. And that's all I got to say.